Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking all about how to launch offers that have clients paying within minutes of you posting, sending the email, and how to do this through your content alone. Content is such a powerful way of connecting to your clients, with your community, with your people. Essentially, without content, how are people supposed to feel our heart? How are people supposed to feel into our offers and our containers? Content is what connects us and our amazing aligned offers to the people who are meant to be inside of them. Content is how people are able to feel into whether it's not a good fit for them or not. Content is how people are able to feel the essence of the container. Sometimes it isn't. A lot of us, especially if you're listening to this podcast, you're not necessarily a super analytical, logical buyer. I'm sure there are some of you out there, but a lot of you drop into your intuition and your emotions and your energy, and based on how you feel, those gut feelings, those nudges, the magnetic pull, that is what invokes and influences your purchasing habits. It might not even be something that's logical. I can tell you that my investments into the masterminds that I've been a part of have not been logical, but they have been an integral part of me building my business, and they all came from an energetic nudge, this magnetism that I felt towards a container or coach, mentor experience that I was meant to be a part of, that then upgraded me and it like supercharged me to stepping into a version of myself that I wasn't prior to that experience, right? And I do also believe that the act of purchasing something, the act of investing in yourself, regardless of if it's mentorship or a spa day or a yoga retreat or a nice ergonomic chair for your desk, right? All these ways are ways that we up level. And it all works within itself to create energetic up levels, right? Which is really important for us. So content is the bridge between us and our clients, and it helps them get into our vehicles, as I like to call them, our offers that really get them to their transformational state, where they want to be, who they want to become, what they want to create in their life. Whether you're a health coach or a life coach or a language teacher or an esthetician or a photographer, or you teach business, right? We all are offering some type of transformation. And in order to connect deeply with our clients, we have to be able to express ourselves clearly and potently through our content. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about how you can launch an offer, or you can post a piece of content and have your clients paying you within minutes. This is not crazy. This is not delusional, right? And we love playing in the delusional realm here. But this is not something that is completely outside of the scope of what's possible. This is 100% possible. This is something that happens all the time in my world and with my clients. And I want to teach you exactly how I do that. I have some examples of this that has happened very recently, which I'm really excited about. I have a masterclass that ended at 1 p.m. and at 1:07 p.m., I had a message from a new client who said, I want to jump into your course. And then she ended up paying in full. And she sent a message and she said, I can't stop smiling. I'm so excited to work with you. I also launched a mini mind, and that was something I launched at 10:15 p.m. It was a back end offer only to my existing clients. So this was not a public launch. This is a 6-week mini mind, and I posted about it at 10:15. And at 10:20, I had a student reach out, said that she was interested. I shared with her the details. And that morning, she messaged me and said, hey, I'm going to pay in full. So this happens all the time, even within launching my new low ticket offer, which I'm going to get into in just a moment, cash pile content, I was able to receive within minutes of posting on my story. I sent an email that evening. Within minutes of the email going out, I had people signing up. Now, does this have to do with me having built up a community over the last several years? Absolutely. This is something I've been really serious about and building a really great community. But also, this happened years ago before I was really building a community as well, because people would stop. They would stop in their tracks, they would read something, and they would go, hey, I really like that. I want to be a part of that. And my clients have much smaller audiences than me, and some of them have even bigger audiences than me, and they're also able to do this too. So this is not just for one type of audience size. This is not just for one type of business. I mean, think about it. If you see a personalized ad that is really targeted towards something that you want and you didn't know this product existed, how likely are you to click through, be intrigued, and if you really want it and the price feels right, or maybe you're like, I'm convinced that this is going to be a really great investment for me, you will go ahead and purchase. I'm actually sitting in front of a camera right now, and I purchased this camera off of an ad that I saw on Instagram, and I'd already been looking for something like this. It takes like grainy film, kind of like a Fuji film type of like filter, and I've been looking for a camera like that. And of course, Instagram knew that because Instagram ads know everything. And I saw the ad and I was like, wait, this is amazing. This is really cool. It is a dupe of the much more expensive camera that I just wasn't sure I wanted to fully invest in because I'm not a photographer and I honestly don't even, I have my phone, right? So how often do I really pull out a physical camera? But it would be fun to take on trips, things like that. And so literally minutes within seeing the ad, seeing the details, I chose the color turquoise. I purchased it. It was close to $100 and now it's in my hands. Now it is at my house and I love it. I can't wait to use it. So that's just one example of like when there is an energetic match and the person who wants to purchase from you desires that transformation and you offer a specific offer, service, transformation that serves them, and there is a frequency match there, people will invest. I've seen people sell their cars. I have seen people take on a second job. I've seen people borrow money, pull out money from savings accounts, intentionally go into debt for a temporary time for things that they want, just like school, right? We have socially normalized school debt, and yet all other types of debt, for some reason, we are very judgmental about, right? So I think that there's a lot we can shift here in terms of the way that we view investing, and seeing examples like this of being, examples of intentional investing because it's going to upgrade your life in some way, shape, or form. And that all starts with content. Content is the biggest piece of creating offers that people want to be a part of ASAP. And this has happened with clients that have been a part of my world for months, if not years. And this has also happened where people have jumped in literally within a couple days of finding me. I always think of this one student who ended up jumping into Business Activation Academy and we were able to work together. But she found my account and within days, she binged my content. And one night she woke up in the middle of the night and she was like, I have to think about Tiffany, BAA, don't forget about BAA. It was like this like voice in her head as she was dreaming, as she was sleeping. She told me all of this later and we laughed about it because it was so intriguing and it was so funny, right? But it was literally a week. So a couple days of binging my content, having dreams about me. And then she ended up paying in full for my course, which was $55.55 at that time. and she was an aligned client. I just had what she was desiring, and my content spoke to her. It was a way of looking into the future for her. It's like looking into a portal or a vortex and seeing, wait, this person has something that I desire, and I desire to transform in that specific way. I'm in, right? When people buy, the only reason people ever buy, for the most part, is because they see a transformation with that offer, that service, that product after their life, right? And sometimes it takes a couple days, a couple weeks, because you have to kind of go without it and keep thinking about it and think about how it shows up in your life, the reason that you don't have it, right? Or the experience of not having it, to help you make that purchase of like, okay, I really do want this thing. A big piece of this too is having a foundation of loving my offers and being very aligned to whatever it is that I'm selling. But I do think the biggest piece of this is my messaging. My messaging is the expression from my heart space about my offers, right? This is an expression of my art. This is a way for me to clearly, directly, and in a concise, to the point energy, be able to speak to my best clients. And so my best clients can look at my content and pinpoint whether or not this offer is for them, what they're going to get out of it, who they will become after going through this offer. And that is why I lean away from like the fluffy, live your best life, make your dreams a reality type of thing. My best clients know I'm speaking to them, and they know what the transformation is that's awaiting them on the other side. Your messaging is what takes people out of the friend zone and into a coach and client relationship. And when your messaging is clear and direct and it scratches that particular itch, going back to the theme of this episode, they can purchase within minutes, right? When they can see the transformation that they can go through your content alone and how you position the offer, they will want to jump in to your content within minutes. And this is really what influenced my desire to build a course. This is a 3-part training on creating content that stacks cash now. It is called Cash Pile Content. It is over an hour of material total. And if you are desiring to make new sales minutes after posting content, if you want to learn how to talk about your program so clearly so that your clients know it's for them and therefore buying ASAP, literally minutes later, if you want to create sales from just posting on your stories, just posting on your feed, and if you want to write content that is so clear that your people can't stop thinking about you, like my client that woke up in the middle of the night and DM you, I'm in, send me the payment link, I'm ready, let's go, then Cash Pile Content is for you. This is exactly the reason I built this offer and why I think this is so impactful, is because when you know how to write content that makes your person go, are you a fly on the wall? How do you know this about me? I feel so seen. I feel personally attacked. This is exactly what makes them go, wow, this person really sees me. That is what allows you to make sales within minutes. That is what allows you to wake up to payment notifications, right? And the second lesson in there is called fly on the wall content for that reason. I believe that I write fly on the wall content, and I've been doing this for years because you all know I've built a $1 million business and I don't do sales calls. I'm not running any ads. I don't have any crazy complicated funnels. I show up, I create content, I invite people into low ticket events and masterclasses, and I convert people from there. And at the bottom of all of that, because content can turn into stories, content can turn into carousels, content can turn into email posts, content and messaging can be spoken out loud in person when you meet someone at a networking event, or if you happen to have a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop, right? This is all messaging, content, copy, it's all the same thing. Okay, so when you know how to write the fly on the wall content, it essentially makes your client go, whoa. It like makes them want to like catch their breath almost. Like, wow, this person really sees and gets me. And that builds a level of trust for them to be like, okay, I want to learn more from this person because this person is clearly on to something. It's so spot on. It's so on the nose. How do you know that about me, right? It builds a level of trust. So when done well, fly on the wall content can and will and does convert your client on the spot. They don't need more time to think about it. They'll need more time to ponder it, right? You don't need to be running thousands of dollars of ads on Meta. There are so many ways that you can convert your clients through your content alone. Your content helps your aligned client see who they can be through your program. So if you're saying something like, hey, I see you. It's the second Friday in a row and a Tinder date just ghosted you the day of. And I know you had plans with them. I know you're tired of rolling your eyes at one-line responses by men who can't even tell the difference between your and there and there. And you're looking to date seriously. You want a committed long-term relationship. You want your life partner. And I have your solution. When you know how to date intentionally from your feminine energy and attract a high quality person who's ready to show up and be in their sacred masculine provider energy, I will help you attract your life partner in 6 to 9 months. And I show you exactly how to do that in my dating one-on-one course. Do you see how that is so much more dialed in than I'm going to help you make your dreams come true? I'm going to help you live your best life. I'm going to teach you to manifest whatever you want. Do we all want those things? Absolutely. I want to manifest whatever I want, and I do. I want to live my best life. I want my dreams to come true. But because they're so big and they're so fluffy, you can't really hold it. There's not really much substance, meaning your brain is not coming up with a visual when someone says best life or dreams come true or manifest whatever you want. It's so big that your brain is kind of like, okay, yeah, like it sounds nice, right? You're not like turned off by it necessarily, but you can't really visualize it. But if I say second Friday in a row, Tinder date ghosted you the day of that you had plans to meet up. When you know how to date intentionally from your feminine energy and call in a specific partner and remove any subconscious blocks from previous relationships, attract a life partner in 6 to 9 months, you can taste and touch and feel these things. You start feeling things in your body. You start going, wait, wow, okay, I can see that. Wait, I do want that. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Yes, 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 right? It activates something in you. Just like if I tell you, hey, I'm going to help you make money versus I'm going to teach you how to create 5 figures of recurring revenue in your coaching or service-based business by being you, showing up on Instagram, not having to run ads, and create that stacking, increasing revenue with best soulmate clients you can't get enough of and that you don't even want to get off the call with because you love them so much, right? Those, like, you can feel that, you can taste that, you can touch that. That is fly on the wall content. And that is exactly what I teach you to create inside Cash Pile Content, my new 3-part training on how to create content that converts your clients right away. Okay? And when you do this, you can create 5-figure weeks. 5-figure months, 50K launches, stacking recurring revenue, all from your content alone. Anything you decide to add on top of that, including like a free event, masterclasses, sending out emails, if you desire to do ads, right? That's all cherry on top. But when you know how to nail your content and create that fly on the wall effect, your clients will go crazy for your offers and you will stack cash. All right. And that is exactly what I'm teaching you inside Cash Pile Content. So Cash Pile Content is going to teach you how to make sales within minutes of posting. If you are ready to wake up to payment notifications on your phone, if you want to see sales rolling in while you're having quality time with your kids, date night with your partner, going out on a random Saturday or Tuesday and strolling around a farmer's market and knowing that sales are rolling in, I want you to jump into Cash Pile Content now. Yesterday, I did the calculations and I had a $3,086 sales day. And within the last 2 weeks, I had made $8,000 It's $8,103. And I did not jump on a single sales call. I did not run any ads. I don't have any crazy funnels. I have one OBM, one accountant on my team. I don't have a sales team. I don't have anyone doing this stuff for me. This is literally through messaging. And a lot of that came from a mini mind that I sold to existing clients who are already paying me. And now they're paying me for extra additional support because of messaging. And also because I'm a great fucking coach. And I love my clients and they know what they want, which is why I attracted these people into my place in the first place. They know what they want. They're go-getters. They're self-led. They know. If my mentor offered a 6-week mini mind, I'm on it. I am in there like swimwear. All right. And I attract these same people who are like, yeah, more support from Tiffany to build out my launch beginning to end, create goals that I'm going to hit within 6 weeks and get her tailored, intimate support. Fuck yeah. What do you mean? Right? I work with the most amazing people and I think about them literally all the time. They would probably get a little creeped out knowing how much I think about them. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. But this is what we're doing inside Cash Pile Content. It is 3 lessons. It is an hour total. You can literally purchase it right now, go through the material tonight, and make a post tomorrow that brings in sales. And I cannot wait to hear the messages that I get from you all saying, oh my God, I just made a sale from this post. Oh my gosh, this client I didn't even know is following me just reached out to me. Oh my gosh, I have people coming out of the woodworks asking how they can sign up with me. I can't wait because this is it. This is the energy. Cash Pile Content is going to teach you how to turn your content into cash. That is literally why I created it. And I'm so proud of it. So go get Cash Pile Content. It is in the show notes. So if you tap on this episode and you go into the details, there will be a link to take you to Cash Pile Content. It's $44, y'all. This is a no-brainer. It is going to rise significantly and continue rising. But right now, this is the lowest price it's ever going to be. Honestly, this could be $4,000 and it can make you well over $40,000. So to jump in now is a no-brainer. And you will make 10 times your money back if you really are putting in and implementing the Cash Pile Content methodology. Okay? All right. Jump in, DM me, let me know your wins, let me know your celebrations. Can't wait to hear it. And I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.